Okay, here we go. Welcome back to some more Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. Hope you're all doing well, having a great day, a great week so far. So, we are here where we left off. Remember, this is Shepard, Infiltrator, Paragon, and I romanced Ashley in the first one, romanced Miranda in the second one. Planned to romance Ashley, but she's unconscious in the hospital at the moment. And we did some stuff here on the Citadel last time, and this one is probably going to be a Normandy video. You'll see how far we get, just letting you know. And then also remember the seizure warning, and there is some violence as well, as you can see the people's heads explode when you shoot them. So I just wanted to show you, just if I wasn't clear, this one is with the Turian and the Asari talking there on the dock about him being on leave and can't talk, just sending messages and stuff. So some of these conversations give you stuff that you can authorize here, others give you side quests that you need to go find stuff. So let's get back to the Normandy. We can see in... I actually do have some points. I'll keep them for tactical cloak. What I wanted to show is journal. So the Shriekal Abyss, that's the one that I got from the Volus. And then Priority Palaven. And then this one with the woman over here, the reason why it's kind of annoying for me is it's like you can't do anything about it. No one can help her. She's just like staying there and nothing's being done about it. No one helps her, or the sorry person is nice with her and everything, but...
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at docking bay
I
D24.
see these blue things, and even on Normandy there's some of them. And we've got a keeper here. He can actually be kind of annoying because you can be standing here talking and listening and he'll just walk right up to you and push you out of the way. Not cute. Okay, well this is interesting, and there's the child again. From what I've read is you can just stand still and listen and it still ends, but I'm going to try and find the child, and you can only run this slow-mo. There's the child there. Don't think this one has a lot of talking in it. But just use the subtitles if there is and you can't hear what's being said. Shepard's got some PTSD. Okay, so then there reappears again.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you alright?
I don't want to talk about it, but that is a horrible thing, seeing, like, that is not a nice dream to have. What a nightmare, seeing someone go up in flames.
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
Everyone back on Earth, Ash getting hurt.
People around me have a tendency to get hurt. Or worse. Ash is just the latest in a long line.
She's a soldier like you, and she's a fighter. If anyone can get better on will alone, it's her.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Well, she, like, just made her ass of herself. Report, officer! It's okay.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Oh, wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
They're useless. But that was a lot. Okay, so they more or less showed you how it looks now and works. Pretty funny, that part of Trainer and Edie's still here. I'm gonna understand their concern.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
We'll get it done.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Hackett seems to be, well, armor kit. Hackett seems to be a lot more prominent in this one. Well, it makes sense. But if you're having fun with me and seeing what Mass Effect 3 is all about and the other games or anything on the channel, and you haven't yet, remember to subscribe, enable notifications, that bell button so you know when I post. Hit the like, let me know that you like the videos, and then you can always leave me a comment. So like I said, this is our communication thing, and here is our war terminal. So here we can see for the first time people, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. This looks a lot different from what it did when Mass Effect first came out on the PS3. It was actually multiplayer, and you had a completely different screen that you could like do stuff online and earn points and stuff, which was kind of annoying. Is if you didn't have the PlayStation Network and couldn't play online, then you couldn't get the necessary points to get the best endings. Okay, so as you see, there's our total military strength, which is pathetic at the moment. So there you can read, just describes the Alliance Engineer Corps. Now some of them, as you see, you can move the right button down, so you can just read there. There's all of that. And then you've got the Alliance First Fleet. Now here is where you'll see your influence from the first game, where, if you remember, if you saw my videos, where I said saving the council has effect. So there you can read. And then here at the bottom, this fleet lost a third of its vessels protecting the council during the Battle of the Citadel 2 years ago. Unfortunately, the Alliance did not have time to rebuild the fleet to its previous strength before the Reapers invaded. Now, it's about 3 years. I don't know if it's been said already, but it's about 3 years. If you remember, you were out for 2 years in Mass Effect 2, and they weren't able to rebuild the fleet. So just bear that in mind. So these ones might have been, I think, maybe 80 points or more. But anyways, this one you can just read there again. And then the same here. The fleet lost a third of its vessels protecting the council during the Battle of the Citadel 2 years ago. So that's just exactly the same. And then the same with this one. Now I have to admit, I think if you really want, you can start working it out and stuff, but I think the Destiny Ascension is more than what these three would have been together full. So there you've got Diana Allers. Alliance News Network reported Diana Allers has been broadcasting from the Normandy, interviewing crew members and high-ranking Alliance officers to give the galaxy an insider's view of the war. 5 points. And there's the Alliance frigate Normandy. You can just pause and read that again. So as you see, here's what I'm talking about. To boost the Normandy's firepower, Commander Shepard installed a Thanix magnetic hydrodynamic Wow, try say that fast a few times. Cannon on the ship's undercarriage. Based on Reaper technology, the powerful weapon fires molten metal accelerated to a fraction of the speed of light. Sounds awesome. So, as I say, weapons, there's the shields, or. Yeah, there's the. No, that's the armor. Collector's Commander Shepard reinforced the Normandy superstructure with Solaris armor. This protective layer of carbon nanotube sheeting can withstand temperatures that would instantly vaporize more conventional armor. And then lastly, the Normandy has been upgraded with cyclonic barrier technology, allowing the ship's mass effect field projectors to fire rapidly oscillating barriers that deflect rather than directly absorb kinetic shocks. And then here's the mineral resources. So I explained in one of the last videos why I did the resources the way I did, and how if you get a certain amount. So 100 is the maximum. So I did well. I did it correctly. Commander Shepard uncovered significant elemental deposits while scanning planets with the Normandy SR2. When the Alliance dry docked the Normandy, they seized all recovered elements. They took everything. This material surplus has gone toward building the Prothean device discovered on Mars. And she's actually 10 points. To her viewers with a wartime plea for unity and cooperation among all galactic species. Her sincerity towards extranet viewers and donations for war relief efforts are pouring in, both to the Alliance and its alien allies. Her sincerity touched extranet viewers and donations for war relief efforts are pouring in. Okay. So, like I said, I think that's different if you punched her, if you can still get her even. Okay, so that's all we've got for the moment. And then we've got some people working around here. You can't really interact with them. Okay, so then look around the ship. There is your Moral Alliance shuttle. I think that's where Joker crawled through. Once again, here's one of the warnings.
I can't believe the council won't help. Come on, Sarah. If Thessia was lost and Earth hasn't been touched yet, we can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
She does have a point there. Like I says, I understand as well why the council, they have to contend with their own worlds. The Reapers are everywhere. They're attacking all at once. It's not just Earth being attacked.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Okay, so you can talk to her as well.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit?
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
I could have helped with that.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Okay, so one thing about Mass Effect 3 is if you talk to someone and you get this conversation, take it, because there's a chance that you only get this one shot. So if you don't investigate or talk with them, you don't get it again, in my experience.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
So this is the new Kelly, but she is not for male Shepard to romance.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, Believe me, seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes, you'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
It's cute how excited she gets about it.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. Even if that freedom has its share of danger. If I recall correctly, you grew up on Mindwar.
This is for me cool. Like I say, this is how they incorporate your backstory a little bit. Although it's not a lot, at least there's some mention of it.
Given what happened to Earth, I don't think we can count on anywhere being safe right now.
Quite true, Commander.
Okay, that's it for her.
Carry on, Specialist.
Commander?
So as you see, you can't go back into that. Looks like they took away the ability to close the windows, unless I'm not seeing it.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
I really want to say you're surprised, but let's go with the Paragon one.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
I think that is should only actually apply if you did it. I don't remember that I ever did it, but that is funny.
Commander? Commander?
I have to admit, I kind of like this fit, but I am going to change it.
You've got a new message at your private terminal.
So just look at all the boxes lying around for more of your spaceships. And then this green little light shows you've got a message. Okay, special ops. So you can just read there, but from Stephen Hackett, that's the mission that she already gave me for the Cerberus lab, I think. Reinstatement, so there you can just read again, but that's that we're now back in service. Okay, Alliance fleet operations, all Alliance military personnel. This is a galaxy-wide. Wow, that's a lot. You can just pause and read it, but it's just an alert for the Alliance. Okay, subject: my dog. Dear Commander Shepard, I was contractor working on the Normandy's haptic interface when it was in dry dock. Your VIED emailed me to let me know I left my dog Meg on board. I'm not really sure why they did this, just to add something. I'm all the way in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Please just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails and 750 volt outlets. Thank you and sorry for the trouble. I promise she won't be too much of a headache. That is actually ironic because the thing does emit some blue light that can be really annoying. Okay, so here's the same with the Corian fleet. You can just read it. It's almost the same as what you get at the Spectre office. This is a lot. Okay, we've got a welcome back gift. While when dry dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand should you be reinstated as commanding officer. As the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dances he suggested, I chose something from the official Systems Alliance catalog. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a commemorative hooded jacket for wear on off-duty hours. You will find it among the selection of casual clothing in your cabin. Thank you. You have an upgrade waiting from Glyph. Dear Commander Shepard, some of the data you found allowed me to research an upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Tassoni's office at your convenience, and you may choose how and when to implement it. Have a pleasant day, Glyph. Priority Mission Eden Prime. This is a DLC. You can just pause and read there. Also, just for now, the people that know, I'm going to do this one very later. You can be upset about it, but I know what it's about, and I'm sorry, I've got my reasons why I'm keeping it for when I'm keeping it. Okay, let's quickly get to the captain's cabin. So, no fish. I do have my one. We've got the Normandy SR2, I see, and there's the one ship I've gotten already. And my hamster is gone as well. So once again, you can change the music here if you want. Okay, interesting. And we can just look at this. A casual. This one is, it's just hilarious how ripped he looks in this one. So also I don't really know what's the difference between this one and it's a little bit different, but and there's the hooded jacket, and I'm probably going to go for this one. So we do have the Cerberus Ajax armor, and you do have, actually you can see there the shield boost and regeneration and those things. But I'm really not going to run around in Cerberus armor. And once again, the helmet is on. You have to go to settings to change it and stuff. Material. And we can mess with the pattern. And then the pattern color. I think it's this. Well, let's see. I like that red more. This is, I think. Nope. Not too bad, but I'll probably keep it like that. And you can even mess with the lights if you really want. And still your bathroom, and you can actually flush it. Okay, so I'm going to work my way from bottom to top again. Okay, so you've got your bench here you can work on. This is if you... The weapons that you get, you can upgrade them. As you see, these are all level 2 already, but... Or we've got level 1, so you upgrade them to level 2. So before we go, back here is another model. And as you see, there's a dog, but that blue light can be really annoying. There's another one. And there's another one. So you can run up to the dog and click on it.
Stay.
And that is supposed to stop the blue thing. There's another model. There's even these two talking here, no idea why, but I think that is all the models in here. Well, I think there might be one over here as well.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
At ease, soldier.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Okay, let's investigate.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them.
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
I do like these and Vega's friendship. Pretty cool.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
The first retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
Okay, just for interest sakes, he is actually a romance option for male Shepard. Sometimes it's almost like with Jacob, how it's almost always flirty, but at least he's got a conversation where you can tell him that's not your thing, if it is.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay, let's move on.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so here's the stores you were talking about. So as you click on stores on the Citadel, they come here, but like you see, they're 10% markup, so it does cost more. Oh, with these things, I think maybe if it's you just buy the candy or just the flowers, then you give them to Ashley and she doesn't have the effect. But if you buy all of them, then you give him the tennis and books. Then also something else is there's some interactions where I don't know if the Paragon and Renegade prompts actually give you Renegade and Paragon options, but you can do more than one. So this is going to be one of them over here with Vega.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Paladin.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
So he just keeps on doing pull-ups while you, if you just leave him. Watch your tone, soldier. I'm game.
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose...
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, loco.
So it's Commander if you're feeling Renegade and like a military thing.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
Long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
Oh, I like that. If you really want, you can go talk to him now. But I'll keep that conversation for later. Also, you can actually wait until you talk with them the first time. And it's actually funny, if you take long enough, they like kind of upset with you and they have a little conversation like, I thought you'd forgotten about me or something, like different of your crew members and stuff. So I'd actually think that's pretty funny. So, like you see there, you can punch him back and you can be on the defensive with the Renegade. You're attacking with the Paragon, you're defending. I didn't take the first one because you actually hit him and his nose bleeds, and then the whole conversation is talking there with a nosebleed on a it's distracting and I don't like how it looks. Okay, so this is now where Diana Allers is.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
So then here you can choose, but I prefer Gera support. I don't really want to focus on Cerberus.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
That is impressive. Made an Alcor cry.
Commander.
If you keep on talking with her, you get this option.
Commander?
Get off my ship. No, carry on.
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
And she's got some pictures up here. Okay, then we can go down here. I have to admit, it's kind of sad. I know that Normandy was impounded and stuff, but all your old crew is gone. So if you heard they squeak and got him, space hamster. So he actually runs. You can get more than one chance. He's got some routes that he follows here on the floor. But there's your space hamster. That's how you get him. Some more ships.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
I don't feel he owes me. I'm glad to have Adams back. I really like him, and no need for an apology.
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
Fewer vaporized engineers, that's funny.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
I say I like Adams.
Nothing to report, Commander.
So this is actually, you've got your memorial wall up here, and the mission where you go pick up the dog tags, apparently the names from those dog tags are up here. There's Caden Alinko's name, and Presley should also somewhere be around here. Presley there, Charles Presley, 4th on the left top. Okay, so you've got the men's restroom. They actually made it now that depending on which sex your Shepard is, the one that they are not is locked. And we've got a nice poker table here and the alliance marker. We can not press this button. Spoiling all my fun. There's the bar. And I think that's a VR chair or something, or relaxing chair or something. Lights and stuff. Life support. There's poor Fane's table, but nothing more. So there's another ship. And we've still got crew here, but I don't really think they actually say anything. Cool. Now this place as well looks cool and everything. Oh, this has the same map as the Citadel, so you can go around and it will show who you can talk to and stuff.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
That's how I like her.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay. And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
It had better. Sure didn't come cheap.
That's it. You're the picture of health.
It's a little bit different there if you didn't take the use the thing like I did for the scarring. If you did it naturally with Paragon and or Renegade, if you kept the scars.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
See, that's funny. I like her.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
Like I said, I'm sorry, Dr. Michelle just doesn't add up for me. She's nothing like Dr. Chuck was. Like, that was so funny. It's like, we used them.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
Okay, then this is pretty cool. So here you can reassign your power bonus, but here you can reassign your powers, and the first time is free. So I'm going to reset it because of the auto thing by accident. And I'll do this later. So we can go here, but there's nothing. Oh, there's Dr. Eva's body. Once again, same as with Legion. Why are you putting this in the AI core? Like, something that is like a danger to the AI. Okay, we've got the main battery here, but don't think we can do anything. They do look cool, just knowing what they are.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered, I think.
So that is pretty cool. It's just like sometimes when you walk into the rooms, you hear them talking either with each other in the room or over the comms and stuff. So just some little information. But something that's pretty cool for me with this is look at the screens. Or maybe they just follow Liara. So this is the thing that we actually had in the mail. There we've got the armor kit. Farron has persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy, technically illegal in Citadel space. Kit's Omni-Gel converter and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving shield strength or adding thermal clip compartments. So then you just click on it and then you can choose ammo capacity bonus or shield strength bonus. And I am going for the ammo capacity bonus. Shield strength might be, like if I was a Vanguard or something, I might go for the shield strength, but because with the Infiltrator I'm going for the ammo capacity. But this is where I'm going to stop the video. Next video we will talk to Liara, read that thing over there, and I think then we're more or less finished with the Normandy and we can continue on with the missions. So be well, have a great day, and see you in the next video.